Hello, hello! This is Dragondog from Daydreams of a Dragon, and welcome to Skyrim Special Edition. And this is episode 31 of my Let's Play, so let's continue.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here. You'll end up like Rogvir.
Okay. I'll keep my nose clean.
Turn Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry,
What
you
is
need
happening?
To go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Traitor!
Traitor?
You betrayed us! The scum that betrayed his High King. Best she know now, Advar.
You're all hard.
What?
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Tori. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
Wow.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Tori. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Boo!
So,
The Emperor's cousin Vittoria Vici is getting married soon. The reception will be public. Anyone in Solitude can attend.
After a few drinks one night, I couldn't pronounce my I's properly, and they sounded more like A's. I got a few strange looks when I started asking about the winking skeever. Shh.
Some gate guard you were! Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
okay. Castle Dower. While you're here, no. Blue Palace discovered. Okay. Open Blue Palace. Okay, what is the Blue Palace? Can ask him maybe.
You hear that? I swear there's something out there. In the dark.
It's dark out. Hello there.
Watch your feet. We just clean there.
Okay, thank you. Oh,
I swear to you,
Sure.
unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafingar's people will always be safe under my rule.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragon Bridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragon Bridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Vardius. Rest easy. You're dismissed.
Please address all questions to the steward, Folk Firebeard. My duty is to keep the Jarl safe, not play nursemaid to you sycophants.
Sycophant? Is that what you think I am?
Lightly armored means light on your feet. Smart.
Don't think you can barter with me like one of those damned shopkeepers.
Miss Wickham, I have little patience for mundane concerns. If I needed something from you, you would know it.
I want to train in destruction magic.
I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
Of course. Okay.
Take care of yourself, and always remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spill your blood.
Indeed. Level up. I'm level 18, it's divisible by 6, so stamina. I have loads of available perks. Elementalist. Your elemental spells become 5% more powerful every time you use a destruction spell with a different element than the previous spell used. Effect stacks if another elemental destruction spell is cast within 10 seconds. Boost caps at 30%. Yes, please. Piercing Cold. Frost spells deal additional true damage equal to 30% of their magnitude to targets that have 50% or more frost resistance. Yup. Shock spells deal 5% more damage for each piece of iron, steel, or dwarven armor worn by the target. Shock spells deal 20% more damage to dwarven automatons. Shock spells absorb 4 to 24 magicka from the target on each hit. Opponents who have run out of stamina take 10 points of frost damage for 3 seconds, 15-second cooldown per target. Catch fire. Fire spells cause target to burn for 3 additional seconds. Fire spells inflict grievous burns that prevent regeneration and lower attack damage for 10 seconds. Impact. Dual casted destruction spells have a 33% chance to stagger the target. Oops. Restoration. Long shot. Bows and crossbows deal up to 40% more damage to targets beyond 50 feet. Damage bonus increases as distance increases. Unarmed power attacks do 25% more damage. Additionally, if your movement speed is increased, they do 2% damage per 1% movement speed. Requires 2 free hands. That's probably not likely, but why not? You no longer need to wear a helmet to benefit from perks that require wearing all light armor. If you're wearing a helmet, light armor pieces have 20% increased armor rating. When you enter combat, if wearing all light armor, regenerate up to 10% of your maximum stamina per second. This bonus gradually diminishes over the course of 15 seconds. Okay. Light armor is better than sneak. I guess that's because of all the combat. I don't do a lot of pickpocket. Speech is naturally high. Alchemy. At 40. Only speech is higher.
I have so very many ways to deal with people. Very few of them pleasant.
What have you got for sale?
I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
Okay. Were you here when High King Torek died?
I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day.
How did it happen?
Ulfric showed up at the Gates of Solitude, requesting an audience. We thought he was here to ask Toreg to declare independence. By the time we realized Ulfric was here to challenge Toreg, it was already too late.
Why was it too late?
By Nord custom, once the challenge was issued in court, Toreg had no choice but to accept. Had he not, Ulfric would have had cause to call a new moot and a new vote for High King. Toreg had some martial training, of course, but it mattered little that day. When Ulfric's lips parted, when he unleashed the power of the Thu'um, that shout, that ancient and terrible tongue, ripped Torg asunder.
Where can I learn more about magic?
I have no time or patience for a student. Perhaps the College of Winterhold will grant you admission.
Perhaps. Are you worried about what the petitioner said about Wolf Skull Cave?
Not really. Varnius Junius is a fool. I'm sure nothing will come of it. I suppose if you're truly interested, you could talk to Falk. He's the better safe than sorry type.
I should. How long have you been the court wizard?
I was a member of the court during the reign of Torig's father. It was Torig who appointed me to the position.
So you and High King Torig were close?
Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud to see Torig on the throne. He made a fine king. A fine king.
Can you enchant something for me?
Of course.
No.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Stay guarded. You never know what could be out there.
Indeed.
Please address all questions to the steward, Falk Firebeard.
Yes, my thing?
Do you have business with the court?
I do.
I am the Jarl's steward. If you have court business to tend to, you talk to me.
What will happen to Elsif if the Empire wins the war?
That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace.
Does General Tullius respect Elsif?
Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Eriker. There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city.
Okay.
She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You do well to remember that.
Okay. I hear you're looking for some help with Wolf Skull Cave.
You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolf Skull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work.
Done. Why is it called Wolf Skull Cave?
The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now, but everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted.
I see. Thank you.
Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Well, we can Dragonborn Gallery, eh? Open hot springs. While I'm here, okay. Well, a bit of let's see, a bit of apple pie. And drink a little bit. Okay, fine. Okay, no key to the safe house, eh? Up here. There's a lot of space. But if this is supposed to be a museum, you're gonna need it. That one needed a key too. About going in here. Yeah, that's good.
I'm sorry, can I help you? The museum is currently closed until further notice.
I saw this flyer about you needing treasure hunters.
Oh yes, my advertisement. I am looking still, but I do hope you are better than the others I have hired as of late. I have a list of items that I would very much like to have for the museum. If you can recover them, I'll pay you handsomely for them. If you manage to bring them all back here, we could even discuss some other plans I have in mind.
I'll get right on that.
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to get my hands on one of the 6th House Bellhammers of the House of Dagoth. They have become increasingly rare. One apparently was stolen recently by some bandits, apparently held up in Broken Helm Hollow.
Okay. I can do that. Let's... take Curator's Guide. Welcome to Dragonborn Gallery. The museum currently contains 8 displays heralding the accomplishments of the Dragonborn and featuring relics from all across Tamriel. 3 unfolds within these halls. Enjoy your time at the museum, and please do not handle the displays.
Have you ever tried bareback? I didn't like it. It started to make me a little sore after a while. What's with the funny face? I was talking about horse riding.
I've got your back.
Nope, nothing. Okay. They have to have well, we'll continue looking for a place to buy logs. Doesn't appear they have one in Solitude, which means I have to go somewhere else.
Hello there.
What brings you here?
To the Bard's College? Why, the performances, of course. I'm a bit of a culture aficionado. I enjoy anything involving art and culture. And there is no better place to find it in Skyrim than here in Solitude. I even hear that the museum is reopening, which should be quite exciting.
Indeed.
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
You might want to rethink that. You're missing out on some wonderful opportunities working in that bar.
I've heard of this mystical natural wonder known as the Fountain of Booze. Do you think the stories are true? I sure hope so. If I ever found it, I would never go sober again.
Spare some gold for a veteran?
Sure.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
What's your story, old man?
I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Tracked down all the places in the wilds that were causing people trouble. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My pretty helmet. Life just got worse after that. Kept losing things. So many things.
What if I could find that helmet for you?
Oh, you could? I sure would love to have it again. Could show you some of my old scouting tricks.
Were you really in the army?
What? You see a man falling on hard times, and you think he's been like that forever? I was there.
You're right, of course.
I fought in the Great War. I was on the field at Anvil. And when I was struck down, they left me. You understand? They left me for dead. I didn't leave them. Always good talking to you, friend.
If it's arms or armor you need, see Bayrand in Castle Dower. Bloody good blacksmith, that one.
What about down here? Farm. Looks fairly self-sufficient. You can chop wood, but there's no lumber mill.
So, you're pretty good at using a weapon with both hands. Then again, you would need to be, with a weapon of your size.
Really? I have wakizashi. That's a glorified short sword. And I have magic in the other hand, so I don't use my weapons with both hands. Okay, well, we need to go to another city to find lumber.
No matter how harsh the winter, the crops that grow there.
Unless we... Well, let's see if they have anything down here. I doubt they have a lumber mill. Well, there isn't that much lumber. Oops. Yeah, well, we'll have to go somewhere else. This seems like a good time to end this episode, so I'll see you in the next one.